I want to first teach you my 7 power principles so you can fully create as an artist. And when you apply these techniques, I believe your bookings will increase dramatically and it will change your life forever.
So the question I'm curious about is, what is an actor? And by this I mean, what exactly are we talking about when we say someone is or isn't an actor? Because though this might seem like a rather simplistic, well, duh sort of question, I'm not convinced yet that we actually know what we're talking about when we use that word. Because everyone is using this word. Everyone talks about being an actor. But can you give me a direct definition of what an actor is? Because the thing is, I always hear people like directors, agents, casting directors, teachers, so on, using that word as if they know exactly what it means.
Actors continually come into the audition room and don't give a great audition. I want to help actors so that they can give better auditions and ultimately get cast in a role.
Most people want to know, am I too old to start acting? The answer is no.
All young actors need to be aware of, how do I get unself-conscious, and that is by putting my attention on someone else and letting myself have free, complete, deep breathing.
That's right. How not to audition. Hey, just follow these 5 simple, easy steps and I guarantee you will never be cast in anything. Ever. Okay, you ready? Let's rock.
Many aspiring actors simply do not know themselves nearly as well as they need to. The better you know yourself, especially in this industry that is overly saturated with a lot of actors, you need to know yourself, you need to know what's special about you and what you're going to bring to the table.
On the other hand, however, I tend to hear this a lot more from actors.
Why would you want to be an actor? No one in their right mind would want to be an actor.
I feared that I didn't have talent and that I didn't have the disposition to be an artist.
They have this idea that they want to be an actor, but they've never acted before, and they have no idea whether, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to proceed, they don't know whether they should even try to be an actor.
That was what I've been telling myself my entire life, is that I want to be an artist, but maybe I'm not cut out for it because I haven't pursued it.
And of course, the first thing that you tell any person like that is, listen, if there's anything in this world that you can do besides acting, do it. Go do that.
And let go of the idea of I'm not talented or I'm not experienced or I haven't pursued it enough, and using my past as an indicator of who I am now and who I could possibly be in the future.
So I have to ask, how is it that so many non-actors know what this word means, but the actors themselves don't always seem to even have a basic definition? Because really, I never hear acting teachers saying, well, I don't know if I really know what an actor is. And this isn't the same thing as asking if you should be an actor. That's a different and it's a fair question for anyone in any field to ask. But am I an actor implies a complete questioning of your identity in relation to the concept of acting. But many actors seem to almost just ask the question and they stop there. They never ask, am I an actor? Well, let me get the checklist out. And the thing is, a question like that tends to stay answered. Either yes, I meet the criteria for the definition, or no, I don't. But actors seem to keep asking themselves this question, am I an actor? Is this really me? But without clear criteria, what is lacking is even a basic possible understanding about what the word itself might actually mean. Now, I'm not trying to put down actors in any way by saying this, or nitpick over semantics. This is an issue with real-world consequences, because non-actors seem to possess a total knowledge of what an actor is, whereas actors seem to be more in the perpetually gray area about the word. But the word itself isn't what really matters. If it was just an oddity of semantics, we could leave it alone. But remember, actors, that word is often used by others for leverage, or as a condition for you doing something that they want you to do.
We want to see your individual qualities. We're not interested in cookie-cutter actor, singer, dancers. So you want to be an actor? Well, you've come to the right place, because here at the National Youth Film Academy, they help young actors like me and you break into the film industry. Now, after I auditioned, I got a part in the summer course, and I have been put in front of some of the biggest names in the film industry. So make sure that you book your audition, and only you can make it happen.
If you want to be a realistic, truthful actor, then that's another thing altogether. Then you have to make a search there to try and find a school that's going to take you towards your vision of what a good actor is.
You want to be an actor? Stop being such a phony. Stop trying to buy your parents' love by becoming what they couldn't become for their parents, and stop secretly thinking that you're better than all your friends but still playing to the crowd like you're so hip and heartless. Or maybe you're actors that you're confused and hopelessly damaged by your past. Also, you might want to have some idea if you're going to be consistent and reach your potential. And to that end, you really, if you're smart, will own my book. You Can Act, A Complete Guide for Actors.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
So since there's a lot of onus on the word actor, I just want to see if we can arrive at a basic definition for the word and some universally defining criteria. Because surely there has to be some. What with so many non-actor authority figures using the word as a condition for an actor doing something, performing an action, or behaving a certain way, there has to be some level of universal agreement about what the word means and what its criteria is. I mean, consider the alternative. If it was just case by case, well, then the opinion of the director, agent, casting director, teacher, producer, so on, wouldn't really mean much, in that it might not even be accurate to the actor, the context, or the environment, or it might not even translate outside of that situation, unless, of course, their opinions are infallible.
That's for blasphemy.
So let's start with a stupidly literal point of agreement. What if we said that what makes an actor is that they act? That might not be the entire definition, of course, but it's a good piece. An actor is someone who acts. Now, the word acts in this sense refers to anything that falls under the umbrella of what can be considered acting. What meets the criteria for what acting itself is or isn't is a different question. But for an actor, you could safely say one major universal criteria for knowing if you are an actor or not is having participated in a project that can be attached to the branch of the arts called acting. But now we have to ask, is this the only piece of criteria you need to call yourself an actor? You've acted in a project. Are you an actor now? All you have to do is act. But surely that can't be the only piece of universal criteria. Otherwise, what's all the fuss about? What's with the gauntlet you have to run with agents and casting directors and teachers who seem to assume being an actor is a much more challenging and complex thing than that definition would suggest? Well, it's not like they're a mystery. I've got about 5 or 6 I've found. So next time, let's take a look at them and see if they actually make sense or are required for you to consider yourself once and for all an actor.